Hello, this is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters, and you're listening to 101, The Riff.
Welcome back to Rockline, an evening with Foo Fighters with Dave and Nate. Toll-free 1-800-344-ROCK. First up from Oklahoma City, Don. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
How's it going, Don?
Hi, Don.
All right. I have a question about the DRA video.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all guys suffer massive headaches during the making of it, or did y'all guys take breaks? Because in the video, it looks like your heads are getting ready to explode at some point.
We're just about ready to say, no, thank you, director. We're stopping this.
It was kind of a tough one. Actually, I think Shiflett looks like he's suffering the most in the video.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Shiflett looks like he's about to pop. But actually, I didn't get headaches while making the video. It was later on that night that my scalp hurt. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. It's my shoulder, because I was strapped into the thing upside down, so all my weight was on my shoulders.
And my eyes were really bloodshot for like a week and a half.
That's a bad hangover from a bad thing to have to do.
Dude,
I'm sorry,
the things you do for love.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Don, thanks for starting us off tonight. We'll head to San Antonio. Alex, you're in Rockline with Foo Fighters. What do you have for them?
What's going on, bro? Actually, I had two questions for y'all, but first of all, I just wanted to tell y'all that I think In Your Honor is a fantastic album.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
And let me get to the first question. Actually, the first question is, who in the band wrote most of the lyrics to the songs on the new album? And the second question is, what brand of guitars do y'all use?
Well, I'm Dave, and I wrote the lyrics to the songs. Taylor wrote the lyrics to his song, which is on the acoustic side of the record. His song's called Cold Day in the Sun. He wrote that one. And while making the record, we used a bunch of different guitars. I'm partial to Gibsons. I like old Gibsons. Mm-hmm. I think Shiflett uses, Chris uses Gibsons too. He used some old Gretsch stuff. What'd you use, Nate?
Pretty much all Fender basses. Yep, all Fender basses. Jazz a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You like the newer stuff or the vintage stuff, Nate?
Oh, it's just vintage. It just sounds so much better.
Well, what is so cool about the older guitars?
You know,
Why can't they replicate that?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I've never played around with a Paul Reed Smith or something like that. I have this one guitar, this Gibson Trini Lopez, which is a 1966 Gibson guitar. It kind of looks like an ES-335 and has a cool headstock on it, and they're sort of hard to find. I think they only made about 500 of them in the
Trini
60s.
Lopez model? Probably
Trini
so,
Lopez,
yeah, right. Yeah.
And man, I swear to God, that guitar is the greatest. It's the greatest guitar in the studio. So I've used that guitar for every record I think pretty much every record we've ever made. That one is all over all of them. And then there's like Gretsch Duo Jets here and there. But there's something about nice vintage guitars. You know, when you go to choose a guitar to buy, like a Les Paul, if you go choose a Les Paul, walk into a store, don't even plug it in. Pick up every Les Paul on the shelf, and whichever one sounds the best just sitting in your lap, that's going to be the best. That's the best guitar. Without plugging it in. That's the best advice.
I got a kid that plays. I'll tell him that next time he goes and buys one.
Yeah.
Line's jammed right now for Foo Fighters from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Tony, you're up.
Hey, guys.
Minnesota.
Hey.
I was wondering what made you decide to name your studio 606, and if it's going to be opened up for other bands or strictly Foo Fighter use.
Well, 606 is kind of a lucky number. It's not 666. It's the neighbor of the beast is what it is. It's not the number of the beast. It's the neighbor of the beast. Just kind of some dumb old lucky number because I have an obsessive-compulsive disorder. And I would love to have other bands record there, but it's kind of tough because it's sort of like our little clubhouse, you know?
There's already other bands in there,
There's
though.
other bands in there, but it's kind of like the difference between having a bed and breakfast and the difference between having a slumber party with friends. You know what I mean? Like the people that are in there recording, we know. I'm sort of worried that if we let, like if we let Slipknot in there, that there'd be barf and dead animals everywhere.
That's so our place, too. I almost don't know why anybody else would want to go in there. You know,
I know.
It's like our gold records on the wall. And, it's like,
It's pretty ridiculous.
But
I remember
it's a
we
tribute
actually,
to us.
the last record, do you remember we started mixing it at Roy Parker Jr., the Ghostbusters guy? We started mixing it at his studio down the street, and I felt weird, like we were in the Ghostbusters movie or something.
By the way, Slipknot will be on Rockline on October 10th. So.
Are they really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
They're
those
coming-
guys.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
coming back.
But I'm afraid if I let them in the studio, that place would get burnt down.
The song "In Your Honor," first of all, it's so unique. It doesn't sound like any other song I think I've ever heard before. Why include the lyrics to that and no others on the title track?
Well, one of the things when we were making this record, one of the things that was really most important to us, and this is probably a ridiculous answer to that question, but it's kind of true. One of the things that was important to us is that it wouldn't be a massive package that would cost someone $40 for 20 songs. We wanted to make a double album basically for the price of a single record, right? So packaging was important. We wanted to minimize the package and not make it so that, so that we wanted to make it so that people could afford to buy it. And the idea was it's just a lot of music it's just more music for you than you're used to paying for or whatever, I don't know. So a package, yeah, right. A package full of 20 songs worth of lyrics would have been like this massive book, or it would have been like a microfiche or something, and it just would have been a nightmare.
Going on HarperCollins next year.
Yeah, so I kind of figured, I'm releasing it as a book of poetry. I'm not, but it's kind of the song "In Your Honor" I thought summed everything up there. Wake up.
That's Dave and Josh Homme together, and a little guitar work from Josh from Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah, me and Josh having a sensitive classical moment.
Another call, one more from Long Island. This time it's Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
What do you have for the guys?
On behalf of the Post Board, I'd like to ask you guys, what are your favorite songs off a new album to play live, and why?
Oh, the Post Board. My favorite song lately has been "Born on the Bayou." We started playing that about a week and a half ago, and it's really fun because I love Creedence Clearwater Revival. They're great. Nate?
Oh, yeah. Off the new record, we only play like 3 of them. Probably DOA. And I would say "In Your Honor," but we play it first, and so that's a
kind of a nightmare.
yeah.
It's got to be tough to walk out the bar, sit up there to play that song, and then go from there. Yeah.